What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're diving back into the last WeldWerks beer that I'm going to have for a while, because that's all I have in the fridge. There's no more in distribution. I had 4 reviews. This will be my 4th. And I'm going to break it down with you guys. So this time, no hazy, no New England style. It's going to be a sour ale, and it's called Lime in the Coconut. This is a sour ale with lime and coconut, as you guessed. This is clocking in at 4.5%. You can get these for about $18 for a 4-pack, so that's kind of the WeldWerks special. Just what it is, guys. Deal with it. I do see a can-down date, 7/5/23. Today's July 30th, time of recording, so almost to August. Scary. Summer's getting there. I won't say it, but you know what I'm thinking. Taiga. They put Taiga, 7/5/23. I don't get the reference. Maybe they're a lot cooler than I am. But dialed in beer. They are good. WeldWerks makes very good beer. So let's dive into this sour. Usually more of my wife, Danny, her forte, but maybe I'll just review this one, and I'll probably just end up giving her this one unless I really enjoy it. In that case, we'll split it, but we'll go for a pour. Not your thick seltzer / smoothie sours that we get from Arvon, but still pretty hazy in it, and it had some grit to it as I was pouring. A nice cloudiness to this beer and nice color. I would say it's not just a clear sour by any means. It almost looks New England style to me, with a big acidic head sitting on top that seems to be bubbling and dissipating as I'm talking. But it's only 4.5%, so typically the head maybe won't stick around for very, very long. So let's try an aroma on this one. Lime in the coconut. Interesting. Very good name, very nice flavors. Let's check it out. Ooh, boy. Wow. So it's very coconutty, almost borderline suntan lotion, slapped with some lime zest. But it's definitely like half and half. I can see the lime being there, pretty prevalent. No, the coconut is just, it's so strong. It just smells like suntan lotion to me. And I mean that in the nicest way, but also coconut sometimes can ruin a beer, in my opinion, if you don't dial it in correctly. This is dialed in beer. I'll let you know if that's true. I do get the citrus zestiness underneath, so the lime is definitely there. Probably 60-40 coconut to lime ratio, but it still smells like a light, grainy beer in a way. So let's see what's going on through this coconut and this lime zest, guys. Diving in, lime in the coconut, and drink it all up or something. Man, I mean, it's a lot of coconut, but it's also a lot of lime. Like, the lime comes out a lot more intensely than I would have thought. But it's zesty, it's juicy, it's straight natural lime, which I like. You can feel that concentration on the back of the throat. Nice tartness. I mean, the sour, slightly puckeringly limey back end is there. I mean, it sits on the palate with relative ease. It's not disingenuous. It's not unenjoyable. It is still enjoyable. It feels all of 4.5%. The body's there. The gritty thickness of a sour is there intensely. I think I like it. Maybe the coconut's a dash too much for me, but I mean, it is lime in the coconut, so which one came first? I don't know. Is it the coconut and then the lime impeded on the coconut, or is the lime meeting a coconut and there's more lime than the coconut? I don't know. It's all for discussion. Maybe you guys can tell me if you've had this. But it's crazy because the coconut seemed so intense at first. And now as I sip this, the lime is just saturating my palate, which I like because this is supposed to be a sour beer. Coconut, as I stated in my beginning here of this episode, it can ruin a beer. It can absolutely ruin a beer, and it can be suntan lotion and just absolute not natural flavors. It's artificial. So this is leaning more towards the lime side now, which I did not see coming, but I'm glad it's doing that. I've had so many sour seltzers and smoothie sours from I've had Smooge, I've had Troubadour, I've had Arvon Transient. I've had them all. But this one's solid. This one's really good. I like that it's hugging that tart lime zestiness. Makes it quite drinkable. And it still feels like a beer underneath everything. So coconut ends up being more of, you know, I would say the 40% or the 30%, and then the rest is like a 67% lime as you start to drink this and it soaks into your palate, which I like. It makes for easy drinking, and it makes for that nice tart sour ale that I'm looking for. It's bringing that to the table. It ends up being quite enjoyable. Yeah, it's good. Lime's in the coconut, man. I'm gonna go with it's not like my favorite flavors. It's just not. I mean, lime and coconut just don't typically sit with me as like favorite adjuncts and flavors. But this one's good, and I like that the lime's just coming out and beating out that coconut. I'm gonna go 391 out of 5. It feels right at 391 for some reason, so that's where I'm sitting today, guys. It was lime and the coconut from WeldWerks. Great beer from WeldWerks, so shout out to those guys. Shout out M4. Shout out Jason. I've said it all. Until next time, guys. Cheers.